Good morning. Moo is not wanting to get out of bed today. Isn't that right? Hello friends, good morning, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a first year PhD student in history and African American studies at Yale, and I'm taking you guys along for a little week in my life. Not filmed one of these in so long, and I've been trying to get back on the YouTube bandwagon, and this seems like a good week to bring it on because it is a crazy week. I have a presentation today, which I'm really nervous about. It's on the Atlantic slave trade, which is for my Readings in Early America course. We had like 4 or 5 books that we were meant to have read for the presentation, and I'm a super slow reader, so I have not gotten all the way through them. I'm just trying to go through the last bits of the readings today in order to make sure that I am prepared. Presentations always make me nervous. Funny enough, I really do not like public speaking. It's the one thing I'm really not good at, and it's one thing I really need to improve upon, especially as I start going to conferences and things. So I have that today. I also have a draft of my article due on Thursday, and then I have another paper due next Monday, which is a big paper that I'm not entirely sure what to write about yet. I think I'm gonna talk about republicanism and consent, and then kind of compare that to consent or lack thereof within the system of concubinage in American slavery. I'm not entirely sure how to use the literature to make that connection. That's what's going on. This morning is pretty busy. I have to bring Moo in to go see the vet. She's been having some stomach problems, so I just want to make sure that she gets checked out and that she's okay. So I'll head over there in a little while, grab breakfast on the way, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some readings right now and bring some reading with me while I wait in the car for her. So that is my plan for the morning, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I was looking around for Moo, and then I found her over here in the little sun patch. It was daylight savings yesterday, so obviously the sun is moving across my apartment a little later than normal. Usually she likes to sit in the sun on the couch, so she's currently sitting in the sun on my bed. I wanted to quickly show you guys what I'm wearing just because I've been wearing it a lot recently, and I really like when vloggers actually show and talk about what they're wearing because I find it interesting. But anyway, I figured I'd show you. So I have this sweatshirt from Lululemon, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. So when I was in California, obviously there was the house fire at Liam's, and so a lot of my clothes, actually all of my clothes that I brought with me, had to get thrown out. So I ended up having to buy some clothing, and I lost several pairs of Lululemon yoga pants in the fire, so I wanted to go replace them. And so I have on some basic Lululemon Alliance in navy, and then I have on this sweatshirt, and it is so insanely comfortable. I've been wearing it like every day. And then below that, I just have one of their like long sleeve like sportswear shirts, which I like having for when I used to ride. I think they're a little expensive for wearing like every day, but I used to buy them for when I was riding full time. So I'm all decked out in Lululemon today, feeling like your basic California girl in the East Coast. But I'm just sitting here with Moo, getting some reading done. I was working at my desk for a while, but it's just so bright in here, and it definitely improves my mood. But anyway, that's the update. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of reading and then head over to the vet's office.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day.
So I just dropped Moo off at the vet. They're gonna go ahead and run a couple tests just to see what's going on with her stomach. And I am just hanging out here. I completely forgot my book. I was planning on doing reading while I was sitting here, so I downloaded the readings that I needed to do on GoodNotes, and so I'm just sitting here doing my reading. And in my last video, I told you guys that I bought my car, and I did mention that I gave her a name, and so I was gonna go ahead and share that with you today. So I decided to name my car Lorelei, Rory for short. And for those of you that have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know I'm obsessed with Gilmore Girls, have been since I was really young. I remember watching it on my lunch breaks when I was in high school. I wanted to name my car something related to Gilmore Girls because I'm living in Connecticut and I go to Yale. I remember last year when I had my interview for Yale, I was watching Gilmore Girls with Liam, and we got to the part where Rory got into Yale and she was about to go into her freshman year. And I remember saying to Liam, like, we can't watch any further until I find out if I got in, because I was so worried that I wouldn't get in and then I was never gonna be able to watch Gilmore Girls again. Or at least not the Yale parts. And luckily I did. And I just wanted my car that I bought in Connecticut to be something special and related to Gilmore Girls. So I have named my car Lorelei, and I have named all of my cars previously. I had Padme, Lex, and Charming, and I've named all my parents' cars, and it's just something that I do. I'm a very sentimental person, and this is the car that I will be taking with me as I do field work in my PhD when I go to the archives down in Virginia and in DC. It's gonna be a very special relationship for me. Cars are really important to me and my family, and I just feel like this emotional attachment to them. So, oh, that's the vet. All right, my partner in crime is back from the vet. We've got some probiotics to put her on, and I'm also gonna put her on a preventative heartworm medication. My wallet hurts a little bit, but she needs it. So I am willing to do what I need to do in order to take care of her, so. All right, so now we're gonna head home, get the rest of our reading done, and prepare for this presentation. Many hours later, I have finished class, my meeting for accepted. I am now here with Miss Chloe Landis, and we are getting work done. I should be working on my paper, but I decided that I'm going to try to clear some stuff off of my plate for the rest of the week related to accepted and for YouTube and whatnot. Just some administrative stuff, so that way I can focus on the paper and then work on it tomorrow when I have the accountability workshop and I have a little bit more time. So that is the plan for this evening. I'm just currently working out my content calendar and creating some content for Instagram for accepted and the Modern Horse, and I'll probably do a little bit of reading tonight, but other than that, I'm gonna try to take it somewhat easy because I know the next week is just gonna be hell. So I'm just gonna hang out with Chloe and we're gonna attempt to get some work done, and then I will check in with you all tomorrow morning. I wasn't gonna film anymore tonight, but I figured I would document the fact that I am up at 1:44 in the morning and was working on various projects, including the budget for accepted, which is an obnoxious administrative task but must be done. And I am joined by Miss Katie. Chloe had to go off to bed, and I'm going to do the same. I've cleaned up my space, I made up my content plan, so that way I can hopefully clear my mind in order to make room for my paper that I need to keep working on tomorrow.
Tell your viewers to go watch the video I'm editing.
And go check out Katie's vlog. It's gonna be in the links down below. She just moved to Berkeley and she moved into her first adult apartment, and I'm very excited for her. I can't wait to eventually go visit. So she is all moved in and she is uploading a moving vlog, so go and check it out. But now I am going to go to sleep because knowing my luck, my body will still wake me up at 7 a.m. So. Hello everyone, good morning, happy Tuesday. I had a very good night's sleep last night. I woke up as I predicted at 7 a.m. and I stayed in bed for about an hour just hanging out with Moo. I like to keep my mornings kind of slow, so I have time to get up, spend time with my dog, make breakfast, and then slowly kind of start building my tasks for the day. I'm making some changes to the Accepted website at the moment. I'm just trying to embed some new testimonials from clients. We're also restructuring the pro bono initiative program with Accepted, and I'll have more details on that later on. But I wanted to make it more accessible, but also less burdensome administratively. So I'm trying to create a system that automates the pro bono scheduling. If you didn't know, my consulting firm, Accepted Consulting, offers academic consulting services, so academic planning, admissions-based services, professional development, so if you're applying for internships, and we help students all the way from community college up through postgraduate study. My goal with Accepted was always to make things affordable, but at a rate where I could pay my people well, because I wanted to make sure that I was being paid for my time adequately. But on top of that, when I start bringing in consultants to help me with the areas of study that I may not be as well versed in, then I wanted to be able to pay them adequately. So I have to keep the rates at a certain pay grade, which is still 50% or more below industry standard. On top of that, I know some students can't afford it, and so we offer a free office hour. So each one of the consultants at Accepted, myself included, offers office hours every other week. I may up that in the fall when more students are coming in, but generally we offer office hours, which is a group setting. And then there's the pro bono initiative, which up until this point has been a lottery. So people have enrolled to be added to the list, and then I have randomly selected a number of them each month based on the number of consultations we had offered the month previously. So I tried to offer back 10% of the number of consultations that we had offered, but I was finding that a lot of that work was falling onto my plate. And so I wanted to try to fix that so that way it is a bit more automated. I could offer services through Katie, who's a transfer consultant, or Chloe, who does professional development. That's kind of what we're working on at the moment, and I have my accountability workshop in about 17 minutes. Lots on my plate today, but I actually got to take my time and work through my to-do list last night, and I feel so much better. My apartment is clean. I have a clear head. I know what I need to get done. Let's go ahead and get this day started. Take you all along for the ride. It is many hours later. I have gotten quite a bit of work done, as well as not a lot of the work that I was meant to be getting done, but I've been attempting to up my TikTok game, guys, and I had 2 videos that picked up a lot of traffic, whereas some of my other videos like barely get any views, even though I have 4.5 thousand followers. I spent an hour editing this one video thinking that it would take off and do really well, and it only has like 60 views, so I have no idea how the TikTok algorithm works, and I'm just trying to figure it out. But I have a few, and I've been trying to make it more of a priority because it's a good way to kind of spread the word, I suppose. And I am now watching Katie's vlog. She moved to Berkeley and I love it. I'm so happy for her. And in other news, some big things happening at Yale. I just got an email saying that they have actually moved up the rollout plan for the vaccine, so we should actually have access to it in a couple weeks. And they're opening up access for people between the ages of 16 and 45 in early April, so it means I should have access to the vaccine soon, hopefully. That is excellent because I really miss my family, and specifically my mom. I haven't seen her for a year because she has had breast cancer and she's on the mend, but her immune system has obviously been compromised, and so we have not gotten to see each other since I moved to Yale and she was diagnosed. So I'm hoping that I'm able to go see her when classes end at the end of this semester. And additionally, they released an announcement saying that they are actually going to be able to do some of the commencement ceremony in person this year. And there was a notice sent out to instructors to be back in New Haven by August in order to begin in-person instruction again. So obviously things can change. We saw that last year. It can change in a minute. And I am cautiously excited, but nonetheless, I just hope and pray that we actually get to be in person in the fall. I might only have one more semester of coursework, and I would really like to have the opportunity to have that experience in person. So that's a little update regarding Yale and what's going on with the pandemic in this space. I will be working this evening on my paper and some readings, so I have a lot that I need to get done. I also have some contracts or sponsor videos that I need to get figured out, and I have some videos that I need to film tomorrow that I did not film today. I just wasn't quite into it and was feeling kind of tired since I stayed up far too late last night, as you all saw. So I'm gonna try to go to bed at a semi-reasonable hour this evening. And that is what is happening. So I'm gonna go ahead, keep on working, and take you all along for some updates on my paper. I'm about 3 pages in out of 10 and trying to figure out how to write the rest. I think once I kind of get rolling, it should be good to go. About 8:50. I got some work done. Not quite as much as I wanted to, but here's the thing. Honest chat real quick. I am such a strong believer in listening to your body and what you need, and I know I'm gonna get my work done. I know how I work under pressure. I know how to handle writing papers and getting my assignments done. So I'm not worried about getting things done. What I am worried about, however, is pushing myself and then being so tired that I can't focus. So today I had a really hard time focusing on my tasks. I just kept getting distracted by my email or my phone, and I just feel a little drained. So I'm gonna do what I think my body's telling me it needs, which is to go to bed early, get a good night's sleep. I cleaned my entire apartment. It's all good and cleaned and ready to go. I need to film tomorrow morning, but I just want to be able to get my energy back, and continuing to push myself and be like 60% focused is not quite as good as getting up tomorrow and really attacking my tasks and being 100% there. This is where I say that rest is productive and that I practice what I preach tonight. I'm taking the night off. I am going to go ahead and be in bed by 9 p.m. and just take it easy, because I can tell that if I were to push myself tonight that I would not be as functional tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead, go to bed, and make the most of it in the morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday and I have been a content creating machine this morning. I have been working on a video, took some photos for Instagram, filmed a TikTok, did all the things. So now I need to get to work, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump on Zoom with Danielle. I need to film the actual sit down portion of this video in a little while, but I wanna go ahead and plan it a little bit more. and that is what is happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work this morning so that way I can get everything that I need to get done finished. But I got a good night's sleep last night. I feel refreshed, ready to go. My plan to actually rest seems to have worked, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work and hopefully get quite a bit done today. Super productive morning. I filmed, I got the content for Instagram, I made some TikToks, posted them. I also got my reading done for my class tomorrow morning on slavery in the Atlantic world, sent in my response for those readings. I have my essay that I need to be working on. I also have a written sample I need to review for a client. I also need to send off some emails to a couple different brands. I have a brand collaboration that's going to be coming up next month that I need to prepare for. So lots of things on the docket, but I have an accountability workshop in a little while, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break and then use that time to work on the essay. So I'm just gonna honestly lay down on the couch for a minute and just try to decompress and then get the rest of my work done. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on going, and I'll see you all later. Afternoon now, it's almost 2 o'clock, but I had my class this morning, but I stayed up really late last night and I actually got pretty far ahead on my paper. It's due today and I only have about 200 words left in order to incorporate to send off to my advisor. And this morning I had class for slavery in the Atlantic world, which was really good. And I'm a little out of breath because I just ran up the stairs. I ordered some takeout because I have a meeting with Katie and I'm starving, and I also just feel really motivated to get a lot of work done, and I just wanted to be able to sit down, eat some food, and keep on working. And accepted, we've got some pretty big projects coming along, and I also have a lot of stuff coming up for myself with the Redhead Academic. I actually am pretty actively looking for an assistant now. I'm gonna look to hire an intern who I'm hoping will be able to transition into more of a long-term position. And ideally, I would like to find a student who is a Yale undergrad who is interested in education. I sent out an email to someone I would really love to hire. Well, we'll see if she gets back to me. It was kind of a cold email, and I just think she'd be a really good fit. So if you are an undergrad at Yale or you know anyone that you think might want to come work for Accepted, it's a paid internship and it will be someone that is going to work very directly with myself and will be helping with the daily admin for Accepted, but will also be helping me with content creation and various other projects that we've got in the works. That is what's going on. So I'm actually going to jump on a call with Katie. We have to do some planning for a big project that's coming up in June. I am gonna go ahead and eat my food, get on a call with Katie, and see what we can manage to get accomplished today. I've been through the process and I know what questions I had, but I had kind of a general understanding of what it was to get a PhD. And so my questions were more related to cost-benefit analysis. I need to send it off to them for approval. The GRE is like a constant question for people. I really hope they eliminate it from the admissions process for grad students.
What is its purpose?
Literally none. Like that's the part that's so frustrating to me about having the GRE even as a gauge of whether somebody is prepared for graduate school. All right, so I had my meeting with Katie and I just submitted my paper. I am really nervous because it's the first real piece of writing I've ever submitted to my advisor. It's just really nerve-wracking, but I'm happy with how it's going so far. I'm just a little worried about how I'm going to expand on everything, so I'm definitely going to need to dig into some of the literature over the next week, but I also have another paper due on Monday, so I'm gonna have to switch gears starting on Saturday. I'm gonna get myself tomorrow off. I have to edit a bunch of videos tonight, including this one. That is the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of tonight to edit and work on some stuff that I need to submit for a brand, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.